This is role play 6, practical 6A. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm okay.
How you been going since I last saw you?
I'm still feeling anxious, Maria.
Are you?
Yes.
And how's it making you feel?
Anxious.
Just makes you feel just really a bit yucky.
The anxious making me feel anxious.
Are you finding that it's stopping you from doing things at the moment?
A little bit, yeah. Just a little bit introverted.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, but are you having any success with the people that you live with and being able to communicate with them and things?
Yeah, because I know them. If you know what I mean, I'm more comfortable with the people that I live with because I know them and I've been around them for a little bit. At the time, I just get anxious when I meet new people still.
New people, yeah, okay. Is what I have observed, and I do wonder whether you're trying a little bit hard to control your feelings and your anxiety, which I think may be exacerbating your anxiety feelings and thoughts.
Okay.
So is what I thought is what we could do in this session, if you're happy with that, is try a technique which is called Leaves on a Stream exercise.
Leaves on a Stream?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So it's really it's an ACT technique, and is what it really is I'll guide you through it, but it is really a process. It helps keep you a little bit more in the moment, but it helps release the thoughts and the feelings by placing them onto a leaf.
Okay.
Each leaf will resemble a thought, all right? And as a thought comes into your mind, you're going to place that thought onto a leaf, and you're going to watch it go down the stream. You're not going to pass judgment. There's no reacting or anything, but there's an acceptance of the thought as being there, and you're accepting it. And now I'm just going to let it wash away.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a really nice exercise. So just remember, each leaf is going to resemble a thought or a feeling. Don't stop them or anything. Just allow them to keep coming through. I'll guide you through it. Because what it also does, it just helps put some distance between your thoughts. All right. And also sort of reduces the emotions and the effects that the emotions can have by sort of accepting them and really letting them go.
Okay.
So if you just sit comfortably in your chair.
Get comfortable.
Take a couple of really good inhales and exhales. And imagine as you're breathing that you're finding a really beautiful place somewhere on the edge of a stream. And that you can see that there are leaves flowing past on the surface of the stream. You can imagine it however you like. There is no right or wrong to this. Now for the next few minutes, notice that each of your thoughts as it pops into your head, and then place it onto a leaf and allow it to come and stay and go in its own good time. Don't try and make it float away. Just notice what it's doing. It may float on by quickly. It might float very slowly. Or it might just hang around. Do this regardless of whether the thoughts are positive or negative, pleasurable or painful. Even if they're the most wonderful thoughts, places that place them on the leaf, and allow them to come and stay and go.
Oh. I'm doing that now, Maria.
If you find that your thoughts stop, just watch the stream. Don't put any pressure on to yourself. And thoughts or feelings will just come into play. If a leaf gets stuck, allow it to hang around. Don't force it. If a difficult feeling arises, such as boredom or you're impatient, just simply acknowledge it and say to yourself, here's a feeling of boredom, or here is a feeling of being impatient. Then just place those words on a leaf. So if you find that there's a thought, will hook you and pull you out of the exercise so that you lose track of what you're doing. This is normal and natural and will keep happening. But as soon as you realize it's happening, just gently acknowledge it and then start the exercise again.
This is helping Maria.
Now, we've been here for some minutes. We're going to start ending the exercise. And we'd like you to drop the anchor with a simple instruction like this. And now, bring the exercise to an end and then sit up in your chair by placing an anchor into the water.
I like the leaves, Maria.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I should do that all the time when I'm feeling anxious.
That's
Think about the leaves when I meet new people and just let my anxious flow down the river with my anchor.
Yep.
Maria, thank you.
That was going to be your homework for the week,
was
like to keep continuing to do that, because the more you practice it, the better you'll become at it. And you can get a great deal of benefit from it. And it will help control your feelings and your emotions as well.
Thank you.
So it will help bring you into the present moment without wandering off anywhere. All right. A lot of people have a lot of success from that.
I believe it.
From going from a heightened state, and they can bring themselves down to quite a comfortable position. So how does that exercise make you feel?
That's the best one so far, Maria.
You really enjoyed it?
I like the leaf.
So what would have been the worst thought or feeling that you placed on a leaf?
Meeting new people and new girls.
Yeah, new people.
And how I can speak to them without feeling silly and that I'm a loser and a stalker. Because I'm not, because I put it on the leaf and it went down the river, Maria.
This is another way of just saying that belief is actually not a true belief.
True.
Yeah. What was the nicest thought or feeling or experience that you had placed on the leaf?
Feeling relaxed. Feeling chilled out, Maria, and not stressed.
Did it give you any feeling of freedom?
Yes. It was like meditating, I think.
It is probably in some way could be a bit of a form of meditation, really. Were there any of those thoughts or feelings or experiences that you put onto the leaf that you sort of started to feel a bit choked up?
No, not really, Maria.
That's great. So it's about accepting the thoughts and the feelings and then simply letting them wash away.
Yes.
Yeah, and being in the present. So what's really going on in the present is where you need to bring yourself, because the anxiety will take you out of that. Yes. So it's a really nice visualization that you can actually do anywhere. So if you're feeling that your anxiety is being heightened while you're sitting on the bus, for example, you could simply just do that as a way of bringing yourself down.
That with the leaf.
Yeah, absolutely.
Putting the thought on the leaf and let it go down the river.
Yeah. Yeah. And isn't it funny that if we have an element of acceptance of what is or what's going on, that we actually don't then react to it and we're not actually putting any judgment on it all at the same time. Yes. We just accept what is. Yes. And nor are we then clinging to those ideas for them to keep coming back into play. Yeah. That's wonderful, Simon. So we've only got a couple of minutes left on today's session. So what I would love, if you're happy to do this, is keep continuing that exercise each day. And is what would possibly be a good idea is record it in a book. If there's certain words that are popping out, or there's experiences that are popping out, you can always sort of do an element of journaling to go with it. All right, because they might also be things that that need to be addressed as well, if there's specifics, Um, do you understand how that works and
Yes,
things?
Maria, yes.
You can either do it in silence, you can do it with a little bit of like mindfulness music or something going on in the background, whatever works best for you to help get you into that state, all right, of being able to do it. Sorry?
The tree and the leaves.
Yeah.
I remember that one, Maria.
Trees are very grounding as well.
Yeah.
Whether you feel them, imagine them, walk under them and things like
And if
that.
you say that trees are grounding, Maria, leaves fall. And if I put my anxiety on the tree, it might fall off.
Absolutely.
Mm.
That's a nice way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah, because you made me think of that, Maria.
And sort of what is for the moment isn't going to be there possibly tomorrow, the next day, in a month's time and things like
And I
that
might
as
have
well.
a new leaf, a better one.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exciting, isn't it?
It is, Maria.
Yes.
No more anxiety.
All right. I shall see you next week.
Thank you, Maria. Bye-bye.
Best of luck with your homework.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Come on, should sit back to the position.
So just doing the part B of the reflection of the role play. Quite liked it. I can see that there's lots of benefits to being able to do a role play like that, and just a really kind way of being able to show people, about just accepting what is, accepting things, but they don't have to go any further, especially with our thoughts, which is a big driver of anxieties, that we don't have to actually entertain them. We can just sort of simply let them go. So I just thought that was a really good one from an anxiety point of view, because, anxiety is also about, these thoughts and feelings that really, and then they're never really there anyway. They're not true. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes. I think with this particular exercise, I can't think of any potential limitations that is what could be there, because, actually it could be, the limitations could be, they could be blocking the process one from happening, is reacting to the thoughts and the feelings and allowing them to rise up instead of them letting them go down the river. There could be that sort of internal fight going on within themselves if they're doing it. But I think regardless, it would always be a really good technique to be able to do, to be able to help people with their thoughts and their feelings and anxiety and things like that. And the fact that you can do it, really, you can do it anywhere, and especially in heightened states, to help bring people back down, back to a bit more of a normal state. What areas do I still need to develop? Well, I think the more I sort of did this exercise, it would come a whole lot more naturally. I think it would probably be a nice thing, especially in a proper session, where you could just really probably apply some very gentle, soft music to help get people into that whole flow. And spend a little bit of the time on doing the breath work to be able to help them to get to a bit more of a relaxed state, if that was at all possible. So I think those sorts of things is what I could definitely improve on. And that may also depend on the client as well, who may be happy with that or may not be, but it's always an option, I guess. So the goals for him was about controlling his anxiety, his thoughts and his feelings, of feeling like a loser and being able to let them go. And the topics we had discussed in the outcome were really just beliefs on the stream, its concepts, its aim, and how to do. And also just a bit of a feedback on how we felt about the exercise, with feeling relaxed and feeling a sense of freedom, by doing it. So also to do this as a homework for the following week, just to critique it, just to practice it. So I think you would actually get quite a lot of benefit out of it if you persist with that. Okay, thank you.